Good morning. You're tuned in to the Suncity News Center here on 104.9 FM. It's now time for our morning news and sports update. I'm Jada Francis. Coming up in the news this morning on the local scene, 2 other police officers charged with murder. St. Andrew woman in a BMW incident charged with attempted murder. And Miss Jamaica Festival Queen lauded for its contribution to nation building. On the regional scene, 4 charged with the deaths of Haitian illegal migrants. On the international scene, Biden says killing of Al-Qaeda leader is a long-sought justice. And in sports, and crewmate wins 100-meter silver in national junior record at World Under 20 Championships. News in detail right after this. Now the news in detail. 2 Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF officers were brought before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday to answer to a murder charge and other related charges. According to a release from Indicom, the charges were a result of investigation by the Commission with support from the JCF and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP. The men, Corporal Miguel Ebanks and Constable Purcell Carter, were charged with murder, shooting with intent, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Corporal Ebanks was further charged with 2 counts of committing an act of corruption, contrary to Section 14, subsection 1A of the Corruption Prevention Act. Corporal Ebanks and Constable Carter were charged in relation to the fatal shooting of Philip Wallace at East Kirkland Heights, St. Andrew on Saturday, July 16, 2022. The officers will remain in police custody until the next mentioned date. The officers will return to court on Friday, August 5, 2022. A 33-year-old woman has been charged with attempted murder after allegedly hitting a man with her BMW on Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew in 2021. She was identified as Venetia Johnson Lee of Grosvenor Terrace, Kingston 8. According to reports from the Hertfordshire Police, the complainant was pounced upon by Johnson Lee, who used her car to hit him in November. She also reportedly threatened to kill the man, according to a police statement. The police were summoned and the complainant was taken to the hospital where he was admitted. An investigation has since been launched. The accused woman was arrested during an operation on Friday. Johnson Lee was subsequently charged after an interview conducted in the presence of her attorney, and her court date is still being finalized. Now, the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition culminated on Monday, August 1, Emancipation Day, at the National Indoor Sports Center, with Miss Kingston and St. Andrew walking away with the national title. Here's a summary of the night. Veronique Bowen, who was a crowd favorite, showed her cultural prowess over her 12 competitors, copying 4 of 6 sectional prizes. These included most poised, most culturally aware, most active in her community, and most popular on social media. Bowen captured the love of the crowd not only with her beauty and smile, but with her eloquence and poise. We caught up with recording artist Dwayne Bowen, popularly known as Ras Gandhi, who is the father of Miss Festival Queen 2022.
God is good. Let me have say that. And I feel super duper proud as a father, knowing that I stand up to my responsibilities and now to actually see how it's playing out. I'm grateful. And I'm not telling you, this is not the last of her. Trust me. She have way more go and a lot more surprises. Trust me, expect nothing but greatness from this child.
Meanwhile, chairman of the National Festival Queen Committee, Silvero Castro, spoke to Suncity Radio about the evolution of the competition from beauty dominance to cultural flexibility.
We have evolved, because, actually this thing started from in the 60s. But in 1973, thereabout, it was stopped because They wanted more flexibility, more cultural awareness coming out of the ladies. So we started a Miss Jamaica Festival Cultural Queen in 1975. First queen was Miss Lydia Malcolm, who was former principal for Jesus Foster, late Lydia Malcolm. And then we stopped for about 10 years and started back in the 80s. And we have not looked back since.
When asked about the importance of competitions like these to nation building, he said,
It's a wonderful contribution to bring out awareness of the ladies, give them poise. They understand that life is much more about a beauty contest, but they have to contribute to nationhood, and they've really picked that up, and they're running with it.
First runner-up was Miss Clarendon Sherry Gay Johnson, with Miss Westmoreland LaShawn Redwood securing the second runner-up prize. From the Suncity News. You're listening to Morning News on Suncity 104.9 FM. The time is now 6 minutes after 7, and we continue with regional news. 4 men who could face life imprisonment returned to court on October 28 to answer manslaughter charges in the death of 17 Haitian migrants who perished after their 33-foot speedboat Bear Ambition capsized 5 nautical miles off New Providence, Bahamas on July 24. The accused, 39-year-old Donald Watson, the alleged captain, 49-year-old Yulan McKinley, 53-year-old Mackenzie Jerome, the alleged owner of the capsized boat, and 37-year-old Wilbens Joseph, one of the alleged organizers of the smuggling trip, appeared in court last Friday. They faced 18 counts of manslaughter in connection with the deaths when they appeared before Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt. The police said the 18th victim was the unborn son of a pregnant woman who died in the incident. But Alex Dorset, the lawyer for Joseph, said the manslaughter charge in respect of the fetus was an impossibility in law, arguing that the penal code states that a child must be born alive in order to be the victim of manslaughter or murder. However, the chief magistrate said those arguments should be presented before the Supreme Court, where the case will be tried. Watson and McKinley are further accused of operating Bear Ambition in a reckless manner without regard to the passengers on board, as well as operating a vessel without a license. Jerome, who did not have a lawyer, told the magistrate that he had no involvement in the matter and said that the police alleged that he owned the boat. He alleges also that the police failed to account for all the money they seized from his home. Jerome said he had US $90,000, which represented the proceeds from the sale of a boat and trailer. However, the police said they seized the $45,000. The accused have all been remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections. On the international scene, President Joe Biden announced on Monday that al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawafi was killed in a U.S. drone strike in Kabul, an operation he said delivered justice and hopefully one more measure of closure to families of the victims of the September 11, 2001 attacks on the United States. The president said in an evening address from the White House that U.S. intelligence officials tracked al-Zawafi to a home in downtown Kabul where he was hiding out with his family. Here's more on this development. The U.S. president indicated that I authorized a precision strike that would remove him from the battlefield once and for all. Zawafi, who just turned 71 years old, had remained a visible international symbol of the group 11 years after the U.S. killed Osama bin Laden. At one point, he acted as bin Laden's personal physician. It was reported that he was sheltering in downtown Kabul to reunite with his family, and was killed in what a senior administration official described as a precise tailored airstrike using 2 Hellfire missiles. The drone strike was conducted at 9:48 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday and was authorized by Biden following weeks of meetings with his cabinet and key advisors. Officials said on Monday, adding that no American personnel were on the ground in Kabul at the time of the strike. Senior Haqqani Taliban figures were aware of Zawafi's presence in the area. according to officials, and said in a clear violation of the Doha Agreement, and even took steps to conceal his presence after Saturday's successful strike, restricting access to the safe house and rapidly relocating members of his family, including his daughter and her children, who were intentionally not targeted during the strike and remained unharmed. The U.S. did not alert Taliban officials ahead of Saturday's strike. From the Suncity News. Now for news in sports, Bouaji and Krume ran a personal best of 10.02 seconds in the men's 100-meter final to break the national junior record on his way to securing Jamaica's third medal at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Cali, Colombia on Tuesday. The 10.02 seconds handed the 18-year-old Kingston College student the silver medal and came 2 hours after he clocked 10.11 seconds in the semifinals to equal the record held jointly by Ewan Blake 2007 and Christopher Taylor 2018. Botswana star Letsile Tebogo, as expected, won the gold medal, and despite taunting his opponents in the final 10 meters, Tebogo clocked an impressive 9.91 seconds to break the under-20 world record. Benjamin Richardson of South Africa, who won the silver medal in Nairobi last year, took the bronze this time around in 10.12 seconds. Earlier, Jamaica's 4x4 mixed relay team captured the bronze medal, and Kobe Lawrence secured silver in the men's shot put. The Jamaican quartet of Jasona Dennis, Abigail Campbell, Malachi Johnson, and Alia Baker ran at 3 minutes 19.98 seconds to finish behind the United States, which took gold in a championship record of 3 minutes 17.69 seconds, and India, which claimed silver in an area under 20 record, 3 minutes 17.76 seconds. Lawrence secured his shot put silver medal with a personal best throw of 20.58 meters. USA's Tariq O'Hagan, 20.73 meters, won the gold medal, and Germany's Tiziane Lauria, 20.55 meters, the bronze. In foreign exchange trading news this morning, the day's foreign exchange trading ended with $1 US retailing for $153.92. The Canadian dollar closed the trading day at $120.33, while the pound sterling retails at $186.17. Now for your weather forecast. This morning, you can expect partly cloudy conditions, mainly across sections of northern parishes, with mainly sunny and hazy conditions elsewhere. Kingston is expected to be partly cloudy this morning, with a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius. Spanish Town is also expected to be partly cloudy this morning, with a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius. And right here in the Sunshine City of Portmore, you can expect a partly cloudy morning with a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius. Now to end this newscast, we take a look at the main stories once more. On the local scene, 2 other police officers charged with murder. St. Andrew woman in BMW incident charged with attempted murder. Miss Jamaica Festival Queen lauded for its contribution to nation building. On the regional scene, 4 charged with the deaths of Haitian illegal migrants. On the international scene, Biden says killing of Al-Qaeda leader is long sought justice. And in sports, Bouaji and Krume wins 100-meter silver in a national junior record at World Under-20 Championships. And that's it for news and sports from the Suncity News Center at this time. Do join us again at midday for more news on this station. Do remember to follow us on our socials. On Instagram and Twitter, look for us at Suncity104.9 FM and on Facebook at Suncity Radio 104.9 FM. I'm Jada Francis from the Suncity News Center. Do stay tuned for more right here on the Suncity Morning Show.